In this video, we're going to talk about solving exponential equations using rearranging. So as we've been talking about solving any type of equation, we said there's three main things that we do. We either solve by rearranging, which works well when you have one term that has a variable. We might solve by factoring if something factors, or quadratic formula if it's in the right format. Right? That works for polynomials, and then any other type of function, our goal is to try to get it in a format that looks like a polynomial so that I can use those methods of solving. Taking a look at our first question here, it says solve, and we have 9 to the power of x minus 3 equals 81. So when I look at the question, I do have one term that has a variable, that's the x, and then everything else is a number, which makes it a good candidate for rearranging. So if I want to rearrange, what I would try to do is follow the reverse order of operations. So we want to try to move our terms to the other side using the opposite of BEDMAS, also known as SAMDEB. So I would start by trying to relocate any addition or subtraction, then multiplication, division, then exponents, and then brackets. So taking a look at what's on the same side as the x, I have a base of 9 and I have a minus 3. So if we try to move any addition or subtraction first, unfortunately that minus 3 is currently stuck inside that exponent, so I can't really touch that yet. What I need to do instead is find a way to try to eliminate that 9. That's not a multiply by 9. That is a power with a base of 9. We talked the other day about how the opposite of a power with a base of 9 is a log with a base of 9. So to eliminate this 9, we would take the log base 9 of what's on the other side. So I'm going to get that x minus 3 equals log base 9 of 81. And then from there, I'm just going to zoom in, make it a little bit bigger. From there, I can now tackle that minus 3 by adding 3 to both sides. And I'm going to get x equals log base 9 of 81 plus 3. Now, I probably should have worked out log base 9 of 81 first, but I can work it out now. I would look on my power sheet to see 9 to what power gives me 81, and the answer is 2. 9 to the power of 2 equals 81. And then we're still adding 3, and then 2 plus 3 is 5. So x equals 5. Now, exponential functions do not have restrictions. You can put anything you want in an exponent, so I don't need to check to see if this answer is okay or not. It should be fine. Okay, we're going to take a look at our second question. So I have 4 to the power of x plus 7 plus 15 equals 300. Once again, when I look at the question, there is one term that has a variable. That's the x inside my exponent. So I should be able to solve by rearranging. Okay, so if we try to follow our reverse order of operations, the first thing I would do is try to move any addition or subtraction. I can't touch the addition in the exponent because it's in the exponent, but I can deal with that plus 15 at the end, and I can do the opposite and subtract 15 from both sides. So I'm going to get 4 to the power of x plus 7 equals 300 take away 15, which is 285. Okay. From there, I need to deal with that base of 4. So anytime we're trying to get rid of an exponent's base, we do a log of the same base on the other side. So this would be x plus 7 equals log base 4 of 285. Okay, unfortunately, 285 is not a nice power of 4. So I will have to use change of base in order to calculate this on my calculator. But for the meantime, I think I'm going to keep rearranging. So I'm going to get rid of that plus 7 by subtracting 7 from both sides. And x is going to be log base 4 of 285. Take away 7. I cannot take away 7 from the argument, right? The argument is protected by that log. This is a separate number outside of that. Okay, to calculate log base 4 of 285, it is not a nice power of 4 on my reference sheet. So we're going to use our change of base formula that is on your green reference package. So we're going to do either log or ln, depending on what you like better. I like ln. We're going to do ln of our original argument, that's 285, divided by ln of the base, which is 4, and then take away 7. Right, that's just the change of base formula that's on our formula sheet. Okay, so I need to calculate that, and I don't have my calculator with me, so I'm going to do it on my computer. So we're going to do ln of 285, or depending on your calculator, you might do 285 and then ln. And then we're going to divide that by ln of 4, or 4 ln, depending on your calculator. And then we're going to subtract 7. And I got negative 2.925, keeps going. So I'm going to say that it is approximately negative 2.92. It did ask me to round to 2 decimal places in the question. Okay, that is going to do it for solving by rearranging. I will see you in the next video to talk about how to solve by comparing exponents.